We have definitely been wanting to do this for a long time, and we're finally here. This is my best friend, Savannah.
Hi.
Hi. I am, as you know, the bomb602. My name is Kyle, for anybody that doesn't know. And
My name is Savannah. I go by the female boss official.
I have always kind of like dreamt of doing the podcast thing. I think that this is definitely trial, right? Like we kind of threw this together
Yeah.
in a matter of minutes
With
ish.
no preparation whatsoever.
Yeah.
We're just winging it. So,
But you got to start somewhere, right? I mean, like,
definitely.
nobody has that, like, studio, that podcast that's just ready.
Yeah.
So I think over time, our money bags might be replaced with a little bit more posh props. But for now, we have cardboard filled bags.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
There's also the question of like, do we even do like topics? Like, should we
Yeah.
even go over, like, should we be picking something every week and be like, all right, let's just talk about this? My kind of reservation on that was maybe there's like a topic that, like if somebody isn't into this and they're not even watching this week,
Yeah.
that could happen. But I think there's definitely an easy way to do like a balance.
Yeah.
We can find
Like, there's always going to be different subjects. So, somebody, if they don't like one thing, they'll like something else.
Yeah, and also like I think what we've come to as we've been sitting here brainstorming, worrying about this whole shebang, is it's probably not even just gonna like be as simple as that. It's conversation.
Yeah. It's just a day in our life, like reality check.
Yeah, and it's a way for you guys to get to know us. I think we're definitely going to be doing like cute little like maybe segment type deals where we're talking about maybe our comments or maybe like Christmas or Halloween or like whatever's like our kind of like whatever's kind of interesting us at a certain moment kind of thing might end up being like little segments. And then we'll end up having like one nice enveloping topic message for people to bring home.
Yeah, definitely.
It's somewhere to start. I think today, as I was sitting here looking at these money bags, I'm sitting here like I'm sitting in like a 700 I'm sitting in a compound for the people that don't know.
Yeah.
And I feel as though my very good friend Savannah has definitely like shown me some ways and like some like ideals of like how to live and how to deal with your money. As for like two young people, I think like it's kind of hard for a lot of people, like even a lot of my friends, a lot of my peers. I don't know if your peers are anywhere near like what we're doing. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like I think you try to make friends with like people that are like you, I guess. Not even you particularly, but like in general.
Yeah, I definitely try, but there's not many people my age on my level. So
Yeah.
it's like they're always gonna be, I don't want to word it wrong, but like below me.
Russ said it that way in a song.
Yeah.
There's no one on my level, but yeah, realize if you don't. Something like that. It's
Yeah.
like I don't think anybody is on anybody else's level even,
yeah,
right?
correct,
Yeah, like
yeah.
you kind of can't even make it so much as like you're better than somebody
Right.
else. It's
That's why I was like, I don't really know how to say it.
yeah. Uh,
Financially, at my age, there's not many people
And
like
as
that.
for like it's same. Like I've kind of put myself in a position where like I think like I'm almost like in a similar fashion to my peers where I shouldn't be. Whereas you took that and you turned around and your bounds and leaps beyond
Yeah.
a lot of your peers.
Yeah, I
And
definitely didn't. I took advantage of the success that I had, and I didn't blow those opportunities.
yeah, there's something to be said for that. And that's why like when I sat here and I was like, okay, like we need something to like kind of give you guys and like a nugget, like
Yeah.
something that's like good and something that'll teach you. And like that's where I was kind of like sitting here like it's like and also like we've been doing this for probably like 2 years,
Yeah.
3 years. Yeah, like we've been living this life. Like I don't
Yeah.
even want to say like we're living a life,
Right.
but
We've
it's
we've been living better than paycheck to paycheck for like 2 years or so. It
it's
wasn't
almost
always like that.
yeah. It's not like we're leveled up past a lot of other people. It's
Yeah,
like
no.
we leveled up
Yeah,
ourselves,
for
and then
sure.
like so now we're on this journey,
Yeah.
and this journey is like it's you know like you go through so much while you do it. You have so many.
There's a lot of trial and error and downsides to it. You know, people on social media, they're like, "Oh my God, they're doing so well. They must live this great life," and they seem to forget that we are human, and it is not what it seems.
It yeah. I mean, it might look like man, this kid. Yeah, like I know your TikTok account many times over has been banned.
Yeah, like 12 accounts.
And
like,
that's so like it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Even like I have my own like my own problems with TikTok
Yeah.
myself, whereas they never take down my like they never take like down like what needs to be done. They never take care of what I like. It's like seeing there's copyright problems, but you know people look at somebody at least like me.
who has 4 million followers,
Right.
and they're like, "Oh my God, like this guy has to be rich and
Yeah,
doing big things."
he's probably making millions on every video and like got brand deals and he's so like living a lavish life and like he's like such a like like I can say like apart from like the massive like change in I guess like my demeanor, like how I feel, like knowing that there are people out there that like to follow what I do. Apart from that, my life hasn't necessarily changed.
Yeah, not at all.
I think
But when you become
maybe.
more successful and you gain more following, like it's great, but there's so many downsides to it that people just don't think about.
Yeah.
Like your little worries become bigger worries.
Yeah,
Because it's like,
it's
what
all
are
the
these
same
people?
shit, but at a different scale.
Yeah, it's like now what are these millions of people that follow me gonna think of me? Like now I
Yeah.
have to impress 4 million people and not just my happy little 1,000 followers.
Yep.
So it's like a big pressure.
And you don't even. I've always looked at it like you don't see it happening. Like this isn't something that you like.
You don't plan for it.
It's not like you wake up and
yeah.
you're famous.
Yeah, no. It's
No,
something that
not
you
by
have
any
to get used to.
And it
It's-
just you do get used. You don't even really
Yeah.
get a choice.
Yeah, no, you just kind of go with it. And as much as you like, every influencer likes to think or say like, "Oh, my fans don't influence me, I influence them," but that's not true. Like the fans, like if they don't like something, like
You're gonna know.
you're gonna know, and you're gonna try to change it.
Yep.
Because you don't want to disappoint them.
You kind of have to keep yourself from looking at a lot of it because
Yeah.
you're like I'm gonna look at this one word and I'm gonna be like I'm an
Oh my
idiot.
God, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm ugly. I'm fat. Like whatever that one person says, it does stick.
Yeah.
And that's like a cliche thing. Like you
Yeah.
hear, and you even like you hear these influencers say that kind of thing, and you're like, it doesn't happen to me.
Yeah, until
It
it's
does.
and this goes for anything in life. Like until it happens to you, it's just
Yeah.
like not in your mind.
There's also the like the comment that you'll get that how could you act like how could you be sad, how could you be like
Yeah.
upset with your life at this point, you have so much, you have this giant so many people behind you to follow you and love
like
you
how
and,
dare you have emotion and
Yeah.
feel. But I said it in my last YouTube video, like it doesn't matter if you drown in 1 foot of water or 6 feet, like you both still drowned regardless of how you drowned or how deep the water was. So I hate when people are like trying to take that emotion, like you don't have
or
the
even
right.
just like that comment, the comment of hey I wish I had everything that you did. It's like if only you knew, boy.
Yeah. I forget
It's-
what movie it was, but someone was like, I think it was Spider-Man. What did his uncle say when he was dying?
with great power.
Yeah. Like, you become bigger and better, but you're not really becoming better because there's so much more shit that comes with it.
It's all relative.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a stupid way to say it, but I mean, it's scale too. Like it's the same problems, but at a different scale. Like I see these people, like I mean, homeless people everywhere, whatever it is. It's like we probably have similar, like just money, right? A dollar to him, that dollar to get that dollar was so difficult. to get that 10,000 because I need 10,000 because of the life that I've just now have that like
Right.
I need that one every
Yeah,
month
it was
or
so
not.
difficult to
Right.
get
Like
that.
it's still difficult, but like it's also like it's
Like
the
the
same
life-
problem.
The lifestyle we live, it might be expensive, but it's like it's not easy to get that money to fund the lifestyle.
And then you also have that on above your head at all
Yeah,
times.
for
I
sure.
have to perform like this for the rest of time.
Yeah.
And you only really can like get better, or you hope that you get better, because then you actually have like a chance of continuing to make
Right.
that kind of
Yeah.
money. I know in what you do and what I do, we
Yeah.
don't know that this is gonna last.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it can be taken away at any moment,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Last year we had that scare.
Yeah.
I think it was last year.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's rough, and it's like, oh, you need all the, like you make all this money, but we invest back so much money. So like, say if we just made like $10,000, it's like camera equipment not cheap, lighting not cheap, backgrounds like
Life.
yeah, it's not cheap. So it's like, yeah, we're making all this money, but if you invest it, you're not seeing the money.
And
you
that's
make.
where
It's just
that's to a great segue
Yeah.
into the dark side of
the
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's I would love to go and just say that I have fallen into that dark side. Like it's not hard to do by
Yeah.
any means.
Yeah.
To buy the lifestyle before you have it.
Yeah.
And that's where you go wrong.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
you have to kind of like trudge your
I
way
think
out.
That's the difference between me and you alone. Like I just took it different, and when I got money, I was like, okay, what can I invest this in?
How can I never be there
Lose-
ever
yeah,
again?
How can I never go back to that? And
Yeah.
like you were kind of like, well, I want to spoil myself. I don't get to spoil myself. You know, you never had that growing up.
I mean, yeah, that exact. Like I can almost attest that to like, it. I grew up like very like almost upper middle class.
Yeah.
So like it was like every Christmas you get your Christmas money, you get your $200-300. That's always enough to buy your iPod, your PlayStation, whatever. You're always ready for that next thing. You want that next thing, and I think that really like that resonated inside of me to where I was like, oh shit, I want every next
And it just
thing.
goes to show how different people are. Like when I grew up, we were very poor. Like I have this little diary I found when I was a kid, and I was probably 10 writing in it, and I had written out like a schedule for myself, and it was like 7 a.m. get ready, 8 a.m. get money, and then underneath it says find money. Like that's my
Get
way.
money.
I'm gonna get money. I'm gonna find it. Like we were so poor, and it just like in my head, it's like etched in my brain. Like you will not go back to that level. Like
Yeah.
like no.
It's like, I mean, that's endearing, you know, to like think that like, okay, you can. Like that's something that everybody should take back. Like I think like I definitely didn't like full discretion, like I did have like an annuity plan from a dead relative as my mother, but that again was same kind of deal where I've like more or less it's gone.
Yeah.
Sure, I've lived fine. I've been living alone, renting houses this whole time, but it's that same kind of it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also like it's easier. I didn't have to work as hard. I didn't go from fuck. What am I going to do tonight?
Yeah.
How am I going to eat?
Yeah.
How am I going to pay for rent next month? It was easier.
Yeah.
And that I'm thankful that like all of that was put out for me all day long, but it probably like it probably does fuck you up.
Oh, for sure. Like there was definitely times. Like I remember a time me and my dad went somewhere, and I told him like, Dad, I'm hungry, and he only had enough for one sandwich, which was like 2 pounds in England, and I ate half of it, and I wanted to eat the whole thing, but I could tell he was starving. So I'm like telling him like, Dad, my stomach hurts. I can't eat this, just so he will
Something
eat.
I could like never even fathom.
Yeah,
you
just
know,
so
like
he
that's
could-
something I couldn't even understand. Like I would be like traumatized by that, you know.
It sucks, but I think that's what has driven me so much to like never waste my money. Like don't get me wrong, like I'm very good at budgeting, so like I'll put money away for myself that I can spend on myself, but not before I put money into my savings and into my investments.
That's another thing. Pay your taxes, kids.
Yeah. Like a lot of people on TikTok, I feel
Don't-
like they don't pay their they don't look into that.
Yeah.
And it will come around and bite you.
I definitely, I knew after speaking to you for long enough about your endeavors
Yeah.
into the OnlyFans, social media,
Yeah.
money making,
Like, I would come to Cal like, oh, I have to pay taxes, and he's like, oh, I still
or
haven't.
even like just like talking about that 30% of that money you
Yeah.
don't get.
Yeah.
Period. You don't.
Every paycheck, I put 30% away
And
before I do anything. 30%.
when you're making like this is all like hypothetical, but like when you're making, say, for easy $10,000 a month, 30% of that is $3,000. For somebody like me or you, like somebody who's leveling up in their life, they're like, oh my God, I can't throw that away.
Yeah, it's like, damn.
But
that's
you're
a lot
not
of-
throwing it away.
Right, you're saving your ass.
You,
even
yeah,
though
you
prison-
have to pay that. That's like
Yeah.
building a road somewhere or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and I didn't know about this either, but I learned faster than the average. Like, I caught on very quick because I was like, I'm not gonna get, like, my family was so for my family would always say, like, pay your taxes, Savannah. Like, you have to pay your taxes. And I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, but I was like, okay, I'll put 30% away. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but at least I have it for when the time comes, you know.
Yeah, and then you go and you find that whatever accountant and you get
Yeah.
it done.
Yeah.
But if you don't, like, that's the dark side that I'm talking about,
Yeah.
because the dark side is fucking, it's cute.
Like, in that
You know,
moment,
it
you
is.
think you're living so great and that you're
Yeah.
living lavish and everything, and it will take a
Everything's,
while.
yes, everything's good for a long time.
Like, it could be a year and a half, 2
Yep.
years, and you think, oh, I'm straight, nothing has happened yet, and then, like, they're like, oh, you owe $100,000, and you're like, oh, and just like we said, that's how it can go away overnight.
Yep.
Just like that.
And, well, not even, yeah, that can 100%, but, like, imagine, like, I'm finally, thank God, like, I caught it. You know, like, I saw the error, and you're sitting here and you're like, this isn't sustainable. You know, like, one way or the other, you're going to get fucked.
Yeah.
And so at least, like, you see, like, I saw the error, and now it's like, it's a climb out.
Yeah.
But imagine if OnlyFans shut down today.
Oh, yeah.
I would never make it out.
Yeah.
Whatever money that I have left to pay, it's like,
And, like,
then
when
I have
we
to go get a
thought
job.
OnlyFans was going to be taken away.
Yeah.
Like, so many of us were devastated and
Yeah.
panicked, and we're like, how are we going to feed our kids? Because a lot of people don't have that other plan. They're
Yeah.
like, this is my job. It's professional. It's not going to be taken away. And then it is taken away. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh, my God. Me alone. Like, even though I have investments, like, I still freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
I-
my God, I'm going to have to go back to a 9 to 5. Oh, my God.
I cannot.
That freaked me out.
Yeah. I can't, I don't even know. Like, do you think we can go back to, like, a regular life?
I would go back.
Like, do you think we're even, like, capable at this point? Like, after social media, after everything.
I mean, survival mode's going to kick in, but we're not going to be fucking happy about it.
We'll be okay.
Yeah.
Right. We're going to live.
We'll do it, but man, that's going to be.
I don't see myself. We have a surprise visitor. It's the puppo.
Oh, come on. Don't.
Hello, puppy. What's this one's name?
This guy is poison, so we.
He's poisoning the podcast.
Oh, God.
He's not a smart one, is he?
No.
I'm just going to hold my mic so it doesn't get taken.
So this dog.
Yeah, how did you get this dog?
So.
This was a new dog, by the way. I've never met this dog. It just fucked everything up for me.
Yeah, when the hurricane, we thought we were going to get hit with that hurricane.
Yes.
What was it called? Ian.
Ian. Oh,
Fucking Ian.
Ian.
So we thought we were going to get hit, and there was a shelter by me who was like, we need fosters. We're in a flood zone. So I was like, okay, I'll go foster a puppy. And we got this guy, and he is something.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't give him back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's mean.
No.
But
But you
he-
did take him as a foster, so you had that option.
I did, but I do not have the heart to just throw him back in there. He really is. He has a cute face, but he just eats everything, and it's just he's going to training next week. Like, I can't handle.
I mean, this is what, your second endeavor with a dog?
Yeah.
Like, at all, ever?
No.
Have you had
We
dogs before?
Yeah, growing up.
Yeah.
But
In England?
yeah.
Do they
we're
bark
never-
funny? Ralph.
Barking cursive. Rawr.
Rawr.
Come on, you're gonna do it again? No.
I'm sorry, puppy.
Can you get him out?
I think I don't know why I do, but I think that I love the idea of speaking posh,
Posh.
like that Queen's English. Like,
See, I don't like that.
why not?
I hate that accent.
You're so good at it.
No, not the posh accent. Where
Oh.
I'm from is like very poor. Like, it's like
So what do y'all, is it like considered like ghetto?
yeah, British ghetto.
Could you say like a word that's like your ghetto version, but then the posh version as well?
Of the same word.
Yeah.
Ooh, I gotta think of a word. Like any word,
Or is it like how you speak? So it's like if you're calling
it's-
somebody a wanka.
It's how you say it. It's the accent. So like people in London speak totally different to Northerners. So like
You're a naka.
what? A naka?
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know. It's like a wanka.
No, not quite. But yeah, like so equivalent to like a wannabe gangster here would be called a chav.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Cha.
Did you hear that TikTok trend where it's like it's M to the B, it's M
Yes.
to the B? Yeah. So
Yes.
that is a chav, and that is like embarrassing.
It's M to the B and M to the B. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is equivalent to like ghetto in
Okay.
England, but it would be called chav.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, I don't know. I think I would go as far as like taking classes.
Really?
Yeah.
It happens.
To be able to code switch like you do, that's such a fucking skill.
Yeah.
What?
I think I just don't like the attention. Like when I first moved here, everybody stopped me and they were like, "Oh my God, where are you from?" And I was like,
What the fuck does it sound like?
I was like, I have to
Not here.
speak with the American accent. Like I have to get the American accent down so I can fit in. And,
Oh.
and especially nowadays, there's a bunch of creepy people out there. Like coming across the wrong person who uses my accent as an excuse to talk to me. And they could be like the next Jeffrey Dahmer. Like,
Yeah.
No.
You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's kind of hard.
But when I speak to my family members to this day, we all speak with an accent.
I know. That's
like,
that's what
my
I'm like
dad
referring
actually
to.
just tried to call me. I should have answered because it would have been like
Oh.
the conversation. But like, if I speak to my dad American, he'll like bully me for it. He's like, "You're not American. What are you doing?"
Where do you think you come from?
Yeah. So
We're definitely gonna have to do some segments where you teach me how to speak it.
I can try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. It's gonna be. I mean, like easy stuff, so I could like
Yeah.
talk to somebody on a live
It's
stream
literally
and
how
talk
people
mad
think.
shit.
Like it's funny on TikTok. I occasionally speak with my accent because it's a lot easier for me, and people will be like, "That's not how they say water," because it's just water. There's no T, and they're like, "That's not how they talk," and I'm like, "How are you gonna tell me how we talk?"
how
Like,
I
they
speak.
they seem to think like in England there's only one accent, but that's not the case at all. Like every city has a different accent.
Yeah.
Damn near, you know.
I mean, we do too.
Yeah, for sure.
Country down here and
Yeah. Yeah.
more northwestern up there.
Yeah, it's the same.
Well, they also have Wooder in New Jersey. Have you
Wooder.
taken any trips recently?
Mexico.
You went to Mexico?
Yeah.
How was
you know,
that?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it like just for vacationary?
Yeah, we just were like, fuck it, at 2 a.m. and booked a trip to Mexico. It was really cheap to go there. And even though, like, we were saying, like, I make good money now.
Yeah.
But I still don't want to blow my money.
Oh, I know,
'cause,
it hurts.
You know, so. But we're actually going to Key West next week for
Oh,
3
for real?
days. Yeah.
Is it like put together?
The trip?
No, like Key West.
Oh, yeah. I messaged her, the woman. I was like, hey, are y'all good? Because
Is it like an Airbnb?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But she said they're fine. We're
Oh,
going to
okay.
Marathon.
Marathon?
It's like, an hour from Key West?
Oh,
yeah.
okay. It's just not all the way down kind
no.
of thing.
But the main reason I want to go is, like, I've been craving clear water. Like, clear, beautiful.
That's a weird craving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to see the starfish. You know?
Okay.
So,
I can get it.
yeah.
I went to St. Augustine recently. August. Actually, I got back the day before my birthday, so August 17th is when I got back. I was there with my family. We
I
were
didn't
there
know
for
you
like
went
4
there.
years. Yeah.
See,
Or 4 days, sorry.
in real life, we're actually like best friends. So
Yeah.
like when I'm like, wait, you went away? Like, why don't I know about this?
Yeah, I think it was like right after the whole like breakup thing.
Okay, how was that?
It was cool.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of those people often, but the water over there completely different.
Yeah.
I think I like it's the waves and
Yeah.
like it's like a whole
Dude,
nother thing.
So the water in Mexico, we were on like a snorkeling boat. You know, tourists go out there, which I feel kind of bad doing that.
Did you do
because,
snorkeling?
Yeah.
Cool.
I still feel bad because like save the turtles, don't antagonize them because they're all right there.
Oh.
Like they come up. Like I mean.
So the boat's like.
Yeah. So like I kind of feel bad, but whatever. I still did it.
They're still doing it to this day.
Yeah,
I mean,
they'll
what are you
never
gonna do
stop.
about it?
So we went out there, and before I got in the water, there was an old man already in the water, and he's like, "This is the saltiest water I've ever tasted." And I'm like laughing at him, like, "What a fucking weirdo!" Like, and then I almost died swallowing so much water, and I was like, "This is some salty fucking water." Like,
You're not wrong, old man.
No, he was. That's what I get for laughing at him. I almost
I lost 1 pair of Ray-Bans
Oh no.
and 3 pairs of like just off-brand ones. I kept going to the store
How?
and buying the same 10 pair.
Wait, did you go to the beach?
Yeah,
He does not go to the beach.
I don't.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. There's
How'd you
something
lose
weird
them?
about
Were you
going.
like drowning and you just kept losing them?
There's something weird about going to the beach with family. I don't know, like, because like I guess I grew up like going, like those would be sometimes like our vacations, or
Yeah.
like we'd take the weekend to go to the beach or whatever. So like it's more fun in a way because you're more comfortable. But like
Yeah.
going as with friends, I never ended up going in the water, ever.
Yeah, that's not.
It's like you don't just like go out and play in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was fun. It's so fun. But like the second I got out there, it was like wave to the face, glasses gone. I was like, damn it.
Damn.
And then I kept doing it. I was like, this time they're gonna stay. I'm gonna hold them. And then I'd forget for one wave and gone.
Oh my god, I would be so mad.
Yeah. To be fair, the Ray-Bans, like I had sat on them a few times, like whatever. But
It's so funny. Like, he spoils himself, but you don't take care of anything that you buy. You'll be like, oh my god, look at my brand new like bougie shoes, $400 shoes, and then the next day they're like scruffed up, and he's like, eh. But I'm the same way. I'll just buy another one.
I can envy your side because like I think like a lot of your things, like especially like with your car, I can envy that. Like I am deathly afraid of anything happening to my car.
Oh, see, I don't care.
My
car is
computer, like
all
there's certain
scratched up,
things that
yeah.
I'm like,
I'm a very
can't.
nonchalant. Like if I'm like in the moment I'm like, damn, that kind of fucking sucks. But like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm really not a materialistic kind of like. I enjoy it. Like, yeah, buy me a diamond ring. That's cute. But it's like,
give me some Tiffany.
but it's like, man, I don't. Deep down, like, I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it is just a fucking car.
It's just a thing. Like,
I just love.
you know what I always think
love
about?
it.
Like,
it's so pretty.
just think about like when we die, like, all that stuff. It's like, it's just gone to
just
the
gonna
next person.
Turn
It's like,
into dust one day.
yeah, and I don't know. That replays in my head when
You have a thing with death.
I do. I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, I don't think anybody really does, do they?
Shit, if you do, let me know what you did.
What did you find out? Because
Did you die and go to the other side?
A lot of people do that.
So they say.
I know. I'm sure you know. You're like, they're like,
Yeah.
what happens
I'm
when I
on
die?
Reddit. Yeah, literally. It'll put me into a panic.
I remember when you asked MJ. You
Oh
started
my
like reading
God.
this might get a little offensive for some viewers, but we have a really good friend MJ who's Arabic and the kind to pray every day, many times, which
But
is
he is
respectable.
very like, oh yeah, my way is the right way, and like you're not really allowed to have another opinion.
I'm not one of like religious belief really at all. I don't know that
Yeah, no.
you are.
No.
I'm not one to care, like I'm not gonna overstep any whatever, but I've seen people come into his space and like start talking religion, and it's just like, none of that's going into his head. He's in it.
Yeah,
his
no,
way
MJ
is the way.
Yeah, there's no other way about it, which I guess is great for him.
Yeah, but I do remember back like what your
Oh my
whole
God.
like death thing.
Yeah,
you
there was
started
a
reading
time
the
where
Mahal or whatever it was.
the Quran.
The Quran.
Quran.
Yeah,
The Quran.
The Kuon. Sorry, this is offensive. The Quran.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I don't know why the fuck.
Did it help?
No.
I don't know that anything will.
Yeah, no. I like to think I will come back as a ghost, and that's it.
You want to come back as a ghost?
I would like to.
Really?
Yeah.
Just
Ghost around. And just,
fuck with your kids and stuff?
Yeah, I think that would be great.
Yeah, I don't
Right?
know. It's probably torture. You know, you're in hell at that point, I would assume.
I'm not going to hell.
No?
No.
No?
I better not go to hell.
Yeah, we'll see each other there.
I try to make good decisions to
For
avoid
real.
hell.
Do you think, this is a good one for the people, do you think that doing OnlyFans, selling your body, whatever you want to call it, would, in those religious beliefs, or whatever belief you have, do you think that sends you to hell?
I mean, my belief, no. Christians, I mean, yeah.
You think any of them would say, yeah, probably.
Yeah, of course.
But you think, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. In your moral compass.
Yeah, no, not at all. Because, like, I feel like you don't see sex workers past that sex worker, like.
That's a dog.
Yeah, but,
Or,
like, we do sex work, so we
Yeah.
know what it's like being a normal human, but other people seem to, like, not look at us as normal, authentic. Like, they're like, oh, they do porn. And that's an immediate block.
Yeah.
It's like you meet a homeless person, you're not going to trust them. If you meet someone in Walmart, you're going to trust them a lot more than the homeless person, and that's how people think with sex work. When it comes to relationships, friendships, there's always that block. So, like, no matter how much we try to show people who are not in this industry, like, hey, like, you don't need to judge me and have this block against me, they'll never understand it like we would.
Yeah.
So, like,
I think when you're doing it yourself and you have your own kind of ideals of like how you want to present yourself or like how you are looking at it. Like I think one of the huge reasons that I started was like a self-confidence type thing. Like to have all of these people looking at me.
I remember you went through a time where you were very not confident.
I think to this day I still have a lot of it.
That. Yeah, for sure.
But like especially with just having a following.
And so do I, but like you can't show that side on social media.
Yeah.
Like nobody would know that I sit there like looking at my body and hating myself.
Like every little bit you look at it and you think about it.
And then like you tell people about it, like your friends, like you would tell me and I would tell you and we'd be like, oh, like I didn't even notice that, thing about you.
Yeah.
But it runs in our head and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at the chiropractor yesterday actually, and it's just like something that I wouldn't have even thought about, but because she's like like feeling the back of my body or whatever, and like I think like you could probably consider it like muffin top type skin. Like I don't even think I have that really, honestly, probably not, but like. It's like that area, and she's like feeling it there, like, oh, this is like squishy, whatever, like that's kind of like
immediately it's like, well,
not supposed to be like that, whatever, like, but no, it's actually just because it's like a muscle or something.
No, it's totally normal, but in our head, like,
I'm fat.
Yeah,
like that's definitely blubber that I have in the.
So,
but like and she's like, you, and I'm like, well,
you can't take it back now. I think
I know,
out of everyone, has seen me go through the worst and the best. Like there was a point where I was like 104, and for a 5'7" girl,
and I mean, even just like looking at, you wouldn't. I think to the regular person, you don't really see it.
Yeah, not at all.
And some people might, like people who like are actually like in tune with like health or whatever, like they'd be like, oh shit, she's probably not healthy.
So, like, you saw me go through that, and, like, there were so many times I would say to you, like, I need to gain weight. Like, I need to gain weight.
Yeah.
Like, it looks sickly. And then I gained all this weight, thank God, because I love it. But now I'm like, ooh, you're getting a little too thick. Like,
and then you got to think, like, where do I stop? Or, And
it's like I've seeked out, like, personal trainers and, people who can meal prep for me.
Well, I don't try to gain or lose at all, just because like whatever, but I would figure once you get to like your kind of ideal weight, at that point it's just like a matter of sustaining.
Yeah.
Like kind of like just
But
like
I
working
think that
out
just
or
goes
whatever.
to show, like, so like I said, I was skinny. I wanted to gain weight. I gained weight. Now I'm like, oof, I'm kind of like not liking it. It's all mental. Like no matter what
And I
you
bet
do.
the comments don't help.
Yeah, and no matter what you do, like me out of everyone knows plastic surgery does not fix your mentality. Like I went through this crazy stage of getting all these surgeries and getting all
Yeah.
this filler, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna look so much prettier. And guess what? Now I'm here still fucking having
You
body
still
dysmorphia.
think about you want to go get the next one.
Yeah.
And the yeah.
Yeah. So like I got my teeth done. I was like, ooh, that's not enough. I'm gonna get a nose job. I got a nose job. I was like, oh, that's not enough. I'm gonna get a boob job. And it never
Eventually, I'll be
ends.
pretty, right?
Yeah, and you just end up fucking yourself up along
Yeah.
the way. Like I've had some bad surgeries, and now I'm just like still here fucking hating my body.
And you gotta, I mean, like, you, there's so many comments, so many people in person, whatever, that say, like, you are literally gorgeous the way you are,
Yeah.
period. But you don't hear that.
Yeah. No.
I know. But, like, you
Yeah.
go home and you don't think about that.
Yeah. Like
Those people
I
don't
could
stick
look at
with
my
you. It's
comments
the
right
comment
now.
that said that you're fat. That's
Right.
what's sticking with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. And it's not like so many people are like, oh, why do you pay attention to the bad comments? Why don't you? And it's like, because that's what.
You don't even
hurts.
have to.
Yeah.
You know, you
it's-
open TikTok and you see that
scroll
one
and
right there.
it's-
You don't
yeah.
even have to look at this video.
Yeah.
Like, it could just be in your notification, or it just happens to be the one that you see.
And it's
And that'll stick with you.
when they comment on something that you weren't necessarily insecure about, and now that's a brand new insecurity.
You're like,
and it's
"Oh,
like,
well."
oh fuck, like I didn't even think about that, but you're right, like
My ear is bigger than the other.
right, and it's yeah,
It's definitely a double-edged sword. That's
and
like,
it's never ending. Like even after trial and error with surgeries, and like I know it's surgeries don't help my self-esteem. Clearly, I still want more.
yeah.
Like it just doesn't end. So it's like
I mean, I could attest that's just like more stuff. I don't want to save my money. I
Right.
just want to go. I want to go on another trip. I want to go to New York City on
Yeah.
Christmas because I
so
think
it
that'd be
really
amazing.
is like you just have to come to terms with yourself and just be happy mentally. Like
Yeah.
have a lifestyle that makes like work out and drink water and do things that really make you feel good. Not
Yeah.
trying to change your body because
There's-
somebody on the internet said,
I think there's 100% something to be said for what you put in your body too.
"Oh,
Like
for sure."
you're gonna feel like shit if you're eating shit
And you
all
know,
day
I
long.
never used to
and then
believe
you're gonna
that.
buy shit, and then you're gonna spend shit.
Yeah, I never used to believe that. Like, you know, when people are like, "Oh, drink water and work out," I'm like, "Ugh, you fucking weird. I'm not going to the gym. Fuck that." And
Right.
now I'm like, "Oh, fuck, I need to stretch." Like, "Oh, I ate like shit. I have so many pimples right now
Yeah.
from eating like," and
You feel bad eating it.
yeah,
Like,
like
you're like,
so
oh,
many
I'm
people
gonna regret this.
will go to the doctor like, "Oh, I have such bad acne,"
Yeah.
and they're like, "I've tried everything," and they don't change their diet
They
one
don't drink
bit.
water.
They just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
They're like, "No,
It takes work. You have to put it. I mean, that you have to.
It is hard
You're
to
gonna-
change that.
It's hard to change like
Anything.
anything in your mental. Really, I
Yeah.
think is what it is.
It's just a
like,
routine. Like you wake up, oh yeah, I want something sweet, eat a cookie. Like it's hard to be like, oh,
Yeah.
let me eat, I don't know, an egg,
or
something healthy.
yeah, when you have those options available,
Or
it's
like
really
drinking
hard.
energy drinks. Like I know I should be drinking water right now, and I'm gonna hate myself for drinking this because it's gonna give me a sugar crash. But
I, as everybody, I mean, if any of these are my followers watching this still, if you are,
you
I
and your fucking coffee.
yeah, I drink one a day.
I swear you drink more than that.
I only drink one, and it's only for 5 days a week, so it's really not that bad.
See, that's the mentality that'll get you fucked up. You can't think like that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's only one, so it's okay. I mean, don't get me
I
wrong,
have-
it's okay.
But I have 100. I've read so much about caffeine. It'll fuck you. Like by the end of the day, you're gonna like not feel good. You know,
I
like
don't
you're gonna have
think caffeine
headaches. You're
is
gonna have
bad
these
for you.
aches.
I think it's the stuff we put in it. Like I read that. Like coffee's not bad for you. The stuff you put in it is bad for you. Like the creamer, the sugar.
Well, maybe on a health side, but like on your like circadian rhythm, like you're
Oh, yeah.
able to like sleep.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
if I go to like I won't drink an energy drink. Like I wouldn't right now because
Yeah.
I won't sleep. Like you might crash, but like I'm gonna be sitting here like
See, I already know
For the
that
rest
I
of the
don't go to
night.
sleep till like 3 a.m. So I'm like,
and I have to wake up for work.
right, yeah. So like, yeah, it just depends. You kind of know what you can and can't
I
do.
think anything is okay in moderation.
Yeah.
Like that's a ideal I've lived by for a while, and like spending is okay in moderation.
Yeah,
Obviously, you do
everything
it
is
too
fine in
much.
moderation, yeah.
Anything is okay.
Yeah.
So like that's why one a day, 5 times a week, whatever. But like when I show up at work at 3 p.m., 4 p.m.,
Yeah.
I'm not drinking one.
I think that was a big thing too, like about OnlyFans and being in this industry. Like so many people are so quick to be like, "Oh, you don't have self-respect," but it's like, do you really respect yourself? Like, are you drinking water? Are you sleeping? Are you doing everything that your body needs?
But what does it even matter what they're doing?
Right.
Because like how the fuck do you know what I'm respecting?
Right. But
just because it's your ideals, that the fact that I posted my tits on this page that you have to pay for, it's because it's your opinion, doesn't make it mine.
But I think it's so funny how they're like, "Oh, you have no self-respect." Meanwhile, they're smoking a fucking cigarette and drinking a Red Bull and talking about. I'm like, you clearly don't respect yourself because look what you're doing to your body.
Yeah.
Like.
You're one to talk.
Right. Like, come on.
Yeah. There's
Over here with fucking 5 baby daddies talking about you have no self-respect.
yeah. All because I posted my body on the internet.
Yeah. I
God
really feel like
forbid.
it's the smartest thing somebody could do. Imagine being able to stay home, work for yourself, for posting your fucking body that you probably
But-
fuck 100 people for free anyway.
Here's the kicker, right? Because this is probably a conversation a lot of people and possibly even couples have. Whereas
Yeah.
like I know I had that conversation
Yeah.
in my previous relationship. Whereas even if I wasn't there already, but like if the spouse wants to do it, how does the other spouse handle that?
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure you've ran into that enough in your life.
Yeah.
I think I was lucky enough to have somebody that was like at least accepting of the fact that I did it.
Yeah.
But then there was like a step taken further where they want to start their own, or like
Yeah.
even if you're in a completely like a relationship that isn't part of OnlyFans at all, period, then the come up is really hard. You would know this.
Yeah.
You it's not like you instantly have all these subs one day. You have to work for that.
Oh, yeah. And that's one of the biggest things. So, like, a lot of people are like, "Oh, not everybody can do OnlyFans." Believe me and you, anybody could do OnlyFans. Like, a 6-year-old man could get on OnlyFans. Like, and I know you're thinking...
I've heard of a couple that an old couple,
right,
and they just film her out in the yard, her
Yeah.
little flabby tits everywhere.
And you're probably like, well, that's not realistic. But it is reality. Anybody
they got
could do
800
it.
subs.
And the reason, like, 90% of people that I talk to who are like, "Oh, you know, it's better for women to do it than men," it's like, have you tried? And if you tried, you didn't succeed, did you?
Yeah.
Because it's not as easy as you think it is.
You don't, and you obviously didn't try hard enough.
Right.
You don't quit when
Like,
you hit
coming up
opposition.
Is so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, you have to invest in your business. I spend probably $5,000 a month on promo just to gain more following.
Yeah.
Like, you really have to invest in
And that's
yourself.
something that I don't have to do.
Yeah. But
Just
we
because
both
of the magic
started
of
from
TikTok.
nothing. I remember 4 or 5 years ago, we were sitting outside your shop when it was your old bosses and you were just an employee there. And
Yeah.
we're both like, how the fuck do we come up in this world? Like, we had,
Like
500,
nothing.
like 3, 4, 500 people on
A
Instagram.
1998 Honda Civic.
Yeah, we
that
had
was
like
broken.
absolutely
no
no
brakes.
following, no social medias. We weren't
When
big
you were
on
driving
anything.
a Honda Fit.
Yeah, that thing
That thing was cool.
falling apart, but it never broke. It got me
Hondas
to
run.
work.
Yeah.
And yeah, we came up from nothing, and that's why we're like, there's so many trial and errors. Like, you gotta learn this shit on your own. Like,
yeah.
thankfully,
And you don't give up.
now, like, my friends are lucky. I mentor them. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I coach them, and at least they have that because we didn't have that.
Right.
We just had to fucking figure
I
it
think
out.
in my experience, I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I have the advantage of a following on TikTok.
But you worked for that following.
Oh, yeah. I had to work for that to begin with.
Yeah.
That's true.
I
but
mean,
like,
it helps when you have a following, but, like, you still had to go out and get that following.
for sure.
You know?
And it's different for somebody like me to go out and just start an OnlyFans page, whereas it's somebody that's just a regular old schmo. They're going to have to work a lot harder than
For
I
sure.
did.
But I mean, that's how I did it.
Yeah.
I had no following when I started. I didn't even have a TikTok. You got me into TikTok.
Yeah.
Probably 6 months after I started OnlyFans. You're like, dude, just do fucking TikTok. And I'm like, fuck
You'll
TikTok.
make
That's
some
gay.
cute videos.
Yeah. And I was like, nah. You know, so I was.
And it worked. I mean,
It did work.
it's crazy how how much they hate you.
Oh my God, people hate me, and I
I'm
don't
not even
know
talking
why.
about the people. I'm talking about TikTok.
Oh my God, TikTok, yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
12 accounts. Every time I reach like 3 or 400K, they ban me. And I just had an account with 1 million followers. Took me a long fucking time to get there because they kept deleting me and they banned me again for no valid reason.
Yeah, and you'll never know why.
No.
Yeah, I know that I fucked up last year when the whole the whole OnlyFans ban was happening.
Yeah.
I posted a video. There's a trend going on. It was nice while it lasted, right? And then I
Yeah.
posted a screenshot of my OnlyFans bio.
Is that what got you taken down that time?
Yeah. It was a
But you know
screenshot
what
of my
pisses me
OnlyFans
off?
bio. No
So many
skin.
people, like, do you know who Two Turnt Tony is?
Yes.
He talks about OnlyFans all the time.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
The bajillions of followers that man has.
Yeah. And he posts ass and
Verification.
titties everywhere, and he's fine.
I, to this day, because so I got banned after posting that
Right.
video, and to this day cannot show skin.
Yeah.
Period.
It's crazy.
I can have from here up showing, like not even a nipple, and it'll get flagged for nudity.
Yeah.
I can't.
Once your account is like flagged, it's done for.
Yeah.
Like they will take you down for anything.
And that's my life. Like I was at maybe like 4 million when it happened.
Yeah.
But the devastation.
Oh yeah,
Like
I remember.
you know how hard you
Like,
work so hard.
There
for
was
this.
nights where like he was just up, even though he had to work the next day, just fucking devastated.
And having it, there's kind of something cool. That's what I'm excited about for this podcast a bit too. It's like there's something really cool for that come up, this
Yeah.
grind, like to
Yeah.
start over again and to fucking like come
Oh,
up.
it's like a breakup. Like you get that like breakup adrenaline, and you're like, I'm fucking like I'm gonna go.
Let's
A.
make
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I lost that after like my 6th account. I was like, whatever. Let's
Yeah.
just start over again. Like I stopped getting that boost of like,
Yeah.
fuck them. Like I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's why we're here now.
yeah.
You know, I think there's something really powerful to like this long form thing. I think a lot of, at least my fans I know, are interested to like learn more about me.
Yeah.
Like they want just like general, just like, oh, let's just listen to this fucker talk.
Yeah.
I could only assume yours as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. I think we're probably getting to a point of wrapping.
Okay.
I don't know how long we've ran for.
I think it's a good hour.
Yeah.
I think so.
Either way, if it isn't, then maybe it will be next week.
For sure. This is gonna be like a reoccurring thing.
It should be, yeah.
Yeah.
I can show up here every Sunday. It's only, what, an hour and 50 minutes?
To get here?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, it's like, God, would you walk here?
I took my bike.
No, it's like, what, 35 minutes?
Yeah, it's not
nothing.
too bad.
Yeah. And now you have free time.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
works out great. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be definitely put like to all of our social medias, like whether it's Twitter, Instagram, whatever you want, in the comment. Tell us like
What do you actually want to hear about?
any inclination into our lives, like
Yeah.
or any kind of idea, like something that you would like to learn about, or like just like anything that you want to hear us speak on.
Like, I feel like me and you are really the best people for this because we really don't sugarcoat anything. No. Like, anything.
I get a lot of flack for that.
Yeah.
People hate that I have no filter. It's like, I don't, dude.
Like,
I'm
you
gonna
should
say it
see,
how
like,
it is.
If a customer comes into your store and you're just like, I fucking hate this person, like, it shows, and he gives no fucks. No fucks at all. He's just like, and I'm over here, like, getting anxious. I'm like, oh, fuck, Kyle. Be nice. Smile. He's
I had
like,
a guy
"Fuck
come in
them."
on my live stream the other day. I mean, I guess I was there late 2 days in a row, so I missed him 2 days in a row. He was kind of mad. But, bro, shows up, ball of 620s. Ah, fuck you. Give me my computer. Just take your money then. I'm like, well, the bill's only $105. Here's your 20 back. I don't need that one. Keep the change. It's all right. No, take your fucking money. Thanks for never answering any phone calls. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm pretty sure I didn't see any phone calls, but people get irate, and I just sit there. That's the best part. Is
You just sit there like, yep, okay. That's something.
Yep. I think we could definitely see ourselves here doing this, though. Whatever it is, like whether we have an underlying topic, like I think this was definitely a money-driven podcast. Like
For sure.
We spoke a lot on
The
definitely
ins and outs and
yeah,
you know.
like being able to fall for that lifestyle.
Yeah, and a lot of influencers are not going to admit this at all. They
Yeah.
want everybody to think they have this perfect life.
I could sit here and bluff to you and say that, man, I'm fucking doing it. I
Yeah.
have a mansion. I have a $32,000 car.
Yeah, and these
like,
people are low-key renting this shit
Yeah.
for, like, Instagram.
Yeah. No, it's there's no power in that. There's
Yeah.
something to be said for just being you. And
Yeah.
I loved, like, just the genuine, just chill speak. I think it's
Yeah.
a great way to get to know the community,
Yeah.
really.
Definitely.
Yeah. Maybe next week we'll have a name.
Yeah, we gotta come up with a name. I think it should just be our names, but it's gonna be very long.
It's just going to be
my
the
name is very-
bomb602, the female boss.
if it's a reoccurring podcast, if it's every week, then it's not like they have to search a title name. If it's literally just episode 1, episode 2, episode 3.
I think we're going to have some creative comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all can run with your imagination.
We definitely need our names in there.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. And also, let's get some bets on how long this is going to last.
What?
This podcast.
This one right now?
Yeah. No,
Oh.
I mean, like, in general. No,
Oh.
like, all of them.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'll give it 6 months.
Really? That's a long time.
If I will commit to it for 6 months right now.
We'll see.
Absolutely.
Me and him make plans all the time. Never once have we followed through with them.
Just like what we were talking about earlier with OnlyFans, you don't get anywhere if you give up. Once you
That's
hit
true.
that stagnation, you keep going. We just
Yeah.
keep going. Make the next video. Make
Yeah.
the next video. Fuck it.
Yeah.
They'll come.
And it's crazy that we flag on each other so much because we really don't be doing anything.
It's a lot easier to sit in bed,
Yeah. It's comfier.
watch some shows,
Yeah.
play some video games.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I have a Twitch channel. I've been streaming on Twitch every day for the past 3 days. So if you want to watch me play games and hang out with us and talk like live, real time, you definitely can.
I saw you on Twitch last night.
You watch? You saw? Or you just saw like the ad?
I saw you on TikTok on Twitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep. People, I
Yeah.
do that. Do you have any anywhere you want to shout out yourself? Where to find you?
You can find me on Instagram at thefemalebossofficial. And my Instagram is really the only secure social media I have. I might not have TikTok next week. They delete me every single day, so I'm just gonna go with the Instagram.
We'll definitely.
That's it.
We'll still be putting it in the comments,
Yeah,
and
we'll
you
put it
know the descriptions.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put all of our good stuff so you can know where to find more of us. Anything else?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, that's a good place to wrap it. Thank you guys for sticking around if you have for this whole video. And
Yeah, it's gonna be a long.
that's the idea.
Yeah.
I mean, when I watch a podcast, I throw it on at work and I work.
Yeah.
So that's what I expect
You just
people to be
listen,
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Probably next week, right? We're in weekly?
Next week.
Weekly?
Weekly.
All right.
All right.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye. We should have outro music playing.